Hello, and welcome to the first episode of our Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights, Hordes of the Underdark. Of course, the first episode after our introduction. So I've gone ahead and made a new character in a trainer program. Had to do a little bit of hacking to get it just the way I wanted, but definitely didn't do any kind of cheating or anything like that. So we'll go ahead and get started with this character. The first thing I would want to mention, well, of course, let's take a look at the character first. So here he is, Lefer Smar, looking very heroic, of course. Dwarf, lawful good. He's level 12 cleric and a level 3 dwarven defender. So we're probably going to be plowing most of our points into cleric, at least for the first while after this. So he's got 14 strength, 13 dex, 14 constitution, 10 intelligence, 16 wisdom, and 12 charisma. So his stats are not outstanding, but they're not too bad either. He's got some points in concentration. He's got some points in discipline, heal, and persuade. I put 11 points into persuade because I figured, I'm the main PC, so I'll probably be using this, especially once I get some items that will boost my charisma. As far as feats go, I took cleave, dodge, because we need that for dwarven defender, great cleave, power attack, toughness. We took the travel domain, and I took the exotic and martial feats, because in the trainer I was using, the dwarven axes were classified as martial items, but actually they are classified as exotic items. So I originally chose this one, thinking that was what I needed, but then when I got into the game and tried it out, I realized I couldn't use a dwarven axe properly, so I hacked in this exotic feat because, I didn't want to go back and rebuild my whole character. And the other domain I took was knowledge, because our character is a worshipper of the dwarven god of knowledge. And I figured, it would be a little bit strange to have a lawful good character who was specializing in the domain of trickery. So I figured, well, even if this is a suboptimal choice, it might have some uses, so we'll go ahead and use it. So that is pretty much it for our build, and we'll go ahead and get started. So the intro cinematic to the game actually doesn't display properly, so I had to skip that.
I trust that your preparations are complete.
Very nearly, Dread Mistress. It should only be a matter of...
Do not test my patience, Iblith. Would you have me wait? I, the terror of all the Underdark, the Dark Queen of Shadow?
Of course not, my mistress.
Then proceed. I wish to see this being who my agents say can stop my great rise.
I do not believe anyone could stop you now, Great Valsham.
So I thought. But my agents have resources beyond the means of mortals. This one will be my undoing, so they say, if I do not act in time. So proceed, wizard. I will wait no further. What is this? A surfacer? And a male, no less. Have your spells become faulty, fool?
No, mistress. This is indeed an image of the one who shall defeat us.
I will not be defeated. This image shows but a threat. It shall be dealt with like the others. You, male, remove this dead fool and summon my red sisters. Now.
Yes, great mistress.
And you, surface man, whoever you are and whatever threat you pose, you will not be able to hide. The Drow shall strike swiftly and without mercy.
Is a bit of a strain.
Alright, so that was certainly very campy. Very kind of like early to mid-90s Saturday morning cartoon tier writing there, I would say. But it's kind of He-Man-ish in a way. But anyway, the intro cinematic that we missed out on doesn't really have a whole lot to say. It just says, you know, we're in this town of Waterdeep, and underneath the town of Waterdeep is a dungeon created by a mad wizard, and it is called Undermountain. And beneath Undermountain is the Underdark, which was mentioned in that cinematic there. And there's plenty of nasty monsters in the Underdark, but they usually don't come up to Waterdeep until now, when they have started coming up here and causing all kinds of trouble. So you've come to Waterdeep as a hero, looking to solve this problem. Now, another thing I have to mention is that a big problem for our Let's Play here is the size of the font. In this game. It's very, very small. So essentially we have to make a decision about what we want to do with this. I can read this text aloud, but in my experience I found that many people do not like listening to me read the game text, and of course it would take a long time for me to read it. So I have installed a larger size font mod for the game as to try to remedy this problem, but I imagine if you're watching this Let's Play on a, you know, 5-inch or smaller device, the text is very hard to read. So if you're watching it on a full-size screen or, you know, a 9-inch plus tablet, it's probably not a problem, but on a smaller device, it could be an issue. So you're going to have to let me know in the comments whether you want me to read the text in the game or if you can see it just fine and it's not a problem. So yeah, let me know, and we'll just do the very first part of this game and get ourselves kitted out a little bit, and then we'll probably conclude this episode afterwards. So for the beginning here, I will not read the text. I'll just summarize what happened after the text has passed. So there's a drow that is after us, and now you die. No, you die. You just picked a fight with the wrong dwarf. Lefer Smar. Look at that. Look at that manly gut. There's no way you could beat that with a dagger.
Excuse me, is everything... Oh my word!
Alright, so basically we learned that assassins have been killing off the prominent citizens of Waterdeep, and that this assassin was able to bypass the security, or escape the security that the inn had set up. So, it doesn't matter though, because she was no match for us, for Lefer Smar. So grab that crap off the assassin's body, and we will proceed to the armory here. Grab some items we can use, and no longer be a large dwarven man in a diaper. So we'll just grab all this stuff. Possibly you can sell it if we are not going to use it. Some magic items and such. And we will take the Dwarven War Axe, of course. And we will take the Mace +2 because we could possibly sell that. Otherwise, we don't need a bunch of daggers. Armor stand, of course, we're going to take the Chainmail +2. Small shield. And we don't need this banded mail. Of course, we don't have any of the items that I kitted our character out with that would increase our strength, so our strength is really not that great. And we therefore have to deal with the problem of being encumbered. We will take this light crossbow +2 and some bolts. Yes, over here. Bolt +1. I don't think we'll really be using them because our character certainly can get by with just his magic. But, you know, better safe than sorry. Alright, so let's get equipped here. Get some armor on. And get our War Axe. We don't need this. We don't need this yawning portal dagger. What's this all about anyway? Oh, I see. A blade supplied to all guests of the Yawning Portal Inn. And we'll equip the Belt of Agility, Amulet of Natural Armor, a shield, Ring of Protection, improve our armor class, Ring of Resistance, and is there anything else? No, I think that's about it. We will equip a helm, but we'll do it later, because, you know, I want to look at Lefer Smar's beautiful face. Look at that. That is the face of a hero. So then, we're going to leave it here for this episode. Let me know what you want me to do with the whole font issue and whether I should read the text or not. And I will read your responses and decide from there. So, until then, I will see you next time.